This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship as I see it. It is the beginning of a channel in which I want to talk about stuff, just random stuff, anything, rambling. It's called informed rambling to me, and that's what I want to discuss with you. It'll be debates, topics, politics, just different things that are on our mind, different things that we're going through, or thoughts about the human population, about religion, scientific awareness. Anything that you want, just bring it up in the comments. We'll talk about it here. I'll talk about it there. This is the first video. I wanted to give a little intro, and then I wanted to talk about three things. One is a date, the second is culture, the third is a calendar. The date is August 13th, 3114 BC. This is a date widely believed by historians to be one of our first days, not as a human species, but as a culture, as a civilization, and also widely believed by people that are into Bible study as something that happened after the flood. I felt that it would be very important to talk about this date due to the fact that it is one of the first days ever recorded in the sense of our culture and civilization. And second, I thought it would be very important because in many Indian tribes, it is considered the first day of our culture in this world. I know that doesn't make sense because our world is 4.5 billion years old, but this world is considered to be the fifth of all the worlds that have passed and the world that we're living in now. That is, there was 4 worlds previous to ours, one before the flood, one before that, one before that, and one before that. All those come in sequential linear time, and now we are at the 5th, believed by the Hopi Indian, the Mayans, the Incas, specifically that are alive today, the Mayan and the Hopi Indian. The second thing I want to talk about is culture, the Mayans. Now, the reason I want to talk about this is because the calendar, the third thing I'm going to talk about, is directly from them. And the calendar that they use, the Mayan culture, is passed down from the Olmec tradition and culture. So I want you to keep that in mind. Second thing is done. Moving on to the third. Our calendar is 0.003 off every day. It's 0.003 off. Compare that and cross-reference to other cultures and civilizations. You're like, why does that matter? It's created in the 16th century. Obviously, this must be the first calendar ever created. Or it's the best ever because it's ours, right? No, that's wrong because the Mayan calendar and other ancient calendars were only 0.002 off. That's 0.001 difference between ours and theirs. What the hell is going on is what I want to ask, and why are we less able to make calculations of such important magnitude than the Mayan cultures or the Indian cultures and traditions that have lived hundreds of thousands of years before ours? Question, you answer in the comments. Let me know what you think. Personally, I think it's because although that we are so technologically advanced, we've lost some of the key insights into our culture as a race and as a species, the things that they knew and that we don't know now because of the ability to have a toaster and a microwave. We've lost some of those key connections to things like how were they able to build pyramids, or how were they able to align them so specifically to stars that we would even have a hard time to do today without computing power. So I leave this to you in the comments. Interesting topics done in interesting short videos. Thanks. Stay tuned for more.